I want to shout out all my homies from my block. Rest in peace, Stiz. I wish you could be here to see me take over the world. What if it really ain't what you said was? What you said was? If you really ain't never ever trust, how could you ever love? And it seems like I ain't letting up. This time I be flexing much. She be calling, I ain't texting her. 2 fingers, I bless her up. Ain't really what you said was. What you said was. Man, it seems like they be hating us. Wow, can't make they faking much. She just want me for laying up. She just want to play and such. She want me to make it up. I'm just trying to stay in up. No, it really ain't what you said was. What you said was. No, it really ain't what you said was. What you said was. Like nowadays, I ain't saying nothing. I just gotta face the blunt. Like Shorty was a 7, but she still ate it up. Smoking at the panel 7. I be hot just like the heaven. Jumping on the jet for so long. Forgot the impulse, not the bands in. She was trying to put my hand in her pants before we landed. Then she tried to do the same thing to me, had a fan in it. I ended up somewhere in room, dropped her off in Atlanta. I sound like this off the phantom. I can never quit the phantom. She was talking to me, I was falling for it. When I'm in the, I can't stand up. She went double round, she now beats. Got some new one that's gon' clam up. Really, I ain't even taking mine. Oh, nowadays I ain't waiting up. Yeah, they want me get old, I ain't waking up. Every time I do bad, I can make it up. And if I'm being honest, I'd rather save a dub before I save a dub. It really ain't really what you said was. What you said was. Man, it seem like they be hating us. Wow, can't make they faking much. She just want me for laying up. She just want to play and such. She want me to make it up. I'm just trying to stay in up. And it really ain't what you really thought it was. Oh, you thought I really lost my touch. Shit, it ain't what you thought it was. Yeah, and my niggas from my block know I'm really crazy in real life. Like, you know, like, how you might think, like, I be put on the act. No, I'm really bugged. I'm really bugged. I'm really bugged. I'm not a street nigga, want to be a thug. Left some street niggas covered in the blood. I played it cool, then Jay showed me to the plot. They thought that I was done.
Play this. Play this. Play this. Play this record as frequently as
you can't replace this feeling.
Good morning, chat. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Welcome back. Let me start my Zoom. All right. All right. Good morning, Katarina. Forex, Mula, Multisate, Live, HM, Outrise, Multisate again. Bitten some. Sean, Live 7. Good morning. The usual suspects. Okay, chat. We have something crazy going on today. We have this range. We have this range on gold once again. Still ranging on gold. After 3 months. Or no, going into the third month really. Still in the range. Shit, so yeah, I hope we break out. I hope we break out this month, but you know, it's slow. What's up, Emmanuel? I want to see. I want to play music today, or no? No. Let's just play copyright. Hold on. Let me just play his copyright music, and then we'll start. All right. What's up, Wagman? All right, you ready? This is going to be the analysis today, okay? So let's see. It looks like, I mean, obviously we're still in this range, so nothing really has like changed since yesterday, you know. So that's that. But in terms of our zones, I think we'll keep the same zones as the last, you know, couple of days here, really. So we'll have the support down here at the bottom of the range. Starting with the daily time from here, obviously. We'll have this up here on top of the daily range. So this is your support. This up here is your top of the daily range. And then we can probably put something in between just to kind of break it up a little bit. So you got like 42.24839, which is just like your next resistance right here. So we'll put something around here like this. So then, yeah, pretty much it. Now you have this entire range, and then you have something. So you have this entire range right here. And then you got, within that range, you got another range right here. So yeah, pretty much to start, that's like kind of what you got going on for levels. Pretty straightforward. I mean, understand like where you are in the zone is very important. So it might look simple, but it goes a very long way, because this kind of, again, like puts you in a situation or scenario where like, or like, I guess like you just understand the market cycle. You understand that we're in the range, right? If you haven't realized that yet, you're in the range. So like trades when you're looking for in a driving condition may not work when you're in a range condition, or like it may not work when you're in a liquidity situation. But right now you are in a range situation. So between here and here is pretty much the range that you're in, all right? So what's next is like, usually what's next for price action is a breakout. It could be a false breakout, it could be a breakout. It doesn't matter, but you want to plan out for both of those scenarios. So like, you don't want to be like, oh, I think from here on out it's going to be bullish. I think it's in reverse because there's some type of like FVG up here, right? Or whatever, like some type of like, I don't know, some type of gap fill or something, right? You don't want to like make that prediction yet, because we don't have information in front of us to tell us where it's gonna go, and or not that we don't have it. Like, I'm sure like it could be found somewhere. If you search like somewhere, like if you really take a deep dive, you could probably find it. But why would you want to make your life complicated, right? When you just wait for price to kind of give you those answers. So there's really only two answers. It's two answers for a bullish side and two answers for a bearish side. So the first answer is you break out. If you break out, number one, break out, pull back, hold, you continue. Amazing, right? But here's the thing, like, you'll be able to figure out if it's gonna be bullish once you actually break out the range, and then once you actually hold. Very key, you gotta hold, you gotta create some type of support, because otherwise it can lead to option number two, which is like fake back into the range and then continuation down. So like, you don't want to be like trying to anticipate like where we are going next from the range, because again, like, the information could be a lot better. Like, once you actually, let's say you do fake out here, you're pretty straightforward after this. Like, as you break back into the range, like, this entire range fill is pretty straightforward. It's like bread and butter, right? And then same thing goes for the way down. Like, the other option is like the other scenario for a bearish is like you break out, you pull back, hold, and you continue, right? But again, like, you'll be able to identify like the pullbacks and the holds anyways before you continue, right? Or it could lead to number two, which is like a fake back into the range and then a continuation up. And then again, if it's a fake out, you can always grab this. So like, you don't need to be part of this. You don't need to be part of the pullback. You don't need to be part of this. You don't need to be part of this until you actually break out above here, or until like you're in this range. But like, you don't need to catch like the very next opportunity, because there'll be something being printed anyways. When you're in a range, you usually lead to a drive, right? Like, you'll eventually get a breakout outside of like this range, and then you get direction, like, you know, more so like longer continuation, kind of like what you've had whenever you in the past like did break outside this range, right? You see how long it can continue up for, or like continue down for, like, but like, to anticipate that right now is like you're doing the most. So you don't really want to put too much like cortisol on your trading like that. But yeah, that's kind of what you got on gold on the daily, right? So those zones, very key to understand. Pretty simple. Again, like, this range is tradable. It's 3,400 pips. It's tradable. It's just, you know, you need small time to kind of line up, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're gonna drop down to the smaller time frame. Understand that that's kind of where you're in right now. You drop down to like the 4-hour time frame, and you can see again, same thing as the last 3 weeks, still in the same range, and you can tell too, like, it's starting to like slow down a bit too, which is like not bad, right? You can see like these rectangular boxes are starting to like get smaller each time. So eventually it could get to the point of this, and then a point of that, and a point of that, and a point of that, and then eventually you got nowhere to go, and then it's just gonna break up a volume, right? And then it's gonna pick a direction. Could be anywhere up, down. Maybe you'll fill the range bond first, and then you continue up. Who knows, right? But you can tell, like, looking at like kind of what you got, like, that's kind of what you're in right now. Like, it's starting to get, you know, slowly smaller. So it could lead to volume very shortly. Who knows? It could be another week, another 2 weeks. It could be just NFP Fridays is this week, so it could be on Friday. That could be something as well. But yeah, that's kind of what you're in right now. So yeah, that's the 4. That's the information I got from the 4. On top of that, maybe just like some structure here that's kind of still being held here. So that's also something else we can look out for. But really, that's all I'll extract from this time from here. So daily, we extract the ranges, 4-hour count. Just looking at the structure here. Today's scenario, really, on the one, it looks a little interesting. It's kind of similar to that 4-hour time frame where like the structure is being held here. So that is good. Now you have more information here, which is what you want to look at right now. So within this range here, what does this lead to? How much is this range? 900, 1100 pip range. Okay, so not bad. Let's go ahead and mark up the bottom of the ranges first. I forgot to mark this up as well. Let's go ahead and mark up the bottom of the ranges. So just to mark up these areas here, right? Because if you were to come down, like, that's something you can look to target next, which is just the bottom of the range really, but it's a 1000 pip range coming down. So we'll mark that up, and then yeah, and like 42.24, like, that's a pretty good zone that I've had for the last like couple weeks for buy areas. That's where I'm looking for buys at. Probably still looking for buys above there. Again, that's really far, but if you're looking for some type of continuation above 4200, and like the reason I'm looking for buys there is because the higher time frame structure starts to break there. You can see like if you were to break above these areas, right, then this starts to break out outside of 44.24 and 39.61 between here and here. This starts to break out. If that starts to break out, then you're breaking structure, right? So here's the thing, like if you are like, just a scenario, this isn't no like we're anticipating price to drive up here, just a scenario, right? We're gonna have scenarios. So like let's say you were to drive up. Before you drive up, like if you were to drive up, would you just drive up within one push, right? Like would price just continue all the way up towards like 43, 49 without creating like any pullbacks or any like structure? Probably not. It's probably gonna create some type of structure on the way up. So then what you could do is mark up like areas where that could be, right? So obviously 42.24 still a zone you can use here. Like that's still going to be your next resistance. You can have some type of resistance right around here as well. I'll say like 40. Let's see, actually I'm just looking for like, you know, areas of reactions really, but you know, like going across like here, you can probably use like these areas here. You can probably use these areas here, you know, a little bit there, a little bit of reactions here, some reactions here, here, and here. Like going across, like it's not the most major zone, but it could be like a weaker area, which is usable, right? Because look, like your next strong area becomes 44.24. So like again, like if you were to make your way up, would it just come up within one push? No, these could be areas of pullbacks, areas of higher lows, right? Before continuing up. So that's why we want to take advantage of these areas, because now what you can look for is like wick entry sells at these areas, because again, like price is still bearish. Like look left, you know, this is all still bearish even though it's in the range here. So like for you to reverse on price, it won't just take one candle. It's not just gonna, like maybe 2% of the time it would actually do this. Like majority of the time though, it will create some type of structure, but very rarely do you ever just get a correction within one candle, you know, or like one type of movement. Like again, even like coming down here, there was a little bit of structure coming down right around here, right? And then obviously there's a huge pullback before continuing again. So like again, like that's could be an idea. So that's wick entry sells. That's what that means, right? So 41, 47. The only thing is like maybe you want to refine the zones a little bit. Maybe I move it down towards 38. But just like, you know, next reaction zones like these, you're expecting some type of reaction here, especially if you're coming up from all the way down here. Like as you make your way up, that could be a wick entry sell zone, right? So this is like 600, 700 pips away from like 41, 38. So again, that's not too bad. That's not too far. That's pretty straightforward. And then the next thing you can look for is, I mean, we're literally in between this area, right? So next thing is continuation of sells. So like right now by default, I probably have it more so below 39.61. But if we get more information, more volume, more structure coming down, like let's say price decides to just make its way down, right? Let that drop down, let that break these lows. I'll probably want to see this break the lows, to be honest with you. I don't know if we'll get anything here unless you come up first and then you come down, and then sure, I can look to grab this range right around here. But if you're coming down from where you are right here, I'll wait for probably price to just make its way down, break these lows, and then after it can break these lows right here, those two zones right there. If you can pull back, continuation, right? Create structure, continuation. So yeah, I do want to see these lower highs being formed. So if you can break below these wicks here, right? Show me that it's actually like confirming that it's breaking the lows. I don't want to anticipate that. I want that to actually happen. So once that breaks the lows, okay, now show me that it's not going to be a fake out. Show me that it's not just going to break the lows and lead to like something like this, like a fake out back up, right? So how are we going to wait for that? Wait for lower highs to print. As you print lower highs and then re-break the lows again, kaboom, that's your position, right? Down towards like 39.80, 39.90, 39.70, 39.61, whatever. It doesn't matter for the target as of right now, but there's like a decent range here, right? It's just a matter of pullback. So yeah, that still would require like maybe 400 more pips to go. So the only other option is like maybe you can get a top wick first, because like if you like, let's say you draw it out from like here to here and you're looking for sells below 40.10, right? Let's say you get a top wick like maybe up, let's say top wick areas are here. Okay, cool, it's fine. So we'll move this yellow zone up right? And look where the cells become. The cells are the bottom, the yellow zone is here now. So then that becomes valid. Because if you come up for a topic first and then you make your way down, as you re-break below here, that's valid. You're just moving the same structure, like movement down, really. You're just copying and pasting that, right? So then below there becomes valid as well. So those are like pretty much the 3 ideas, chat. So to sum it up, like wick entry sells up here at 41.38. Continuation sells below 40.20, right? But you know, you gotta wait for structure below here first. And then number 2 is, if you were to print this, a top wick at like 41.20, 41.10, and then break below here, this could be valid instead. So we'll move that down or move that up higher. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is like my day. So yeah, I'm just gonna mark this over onto MetaTrader, and then yeah, we'll get to waiting again as per usual. 43.49. Uh, 42.24. $41.38. $39.61. $38.73. All right, that's pretty much it. So yeah, just copy and pasted these exact zones over from TradingView onto the MetaTrader, because we're gonna be trading on MetaTrader, and that's pretty much it. Is this lower? Was that supposed to draw it here? I think so. I think this is the zone. 38.41. 38.48. 38.48. 38.48. Cool. It doesn't matter. Same idea. The idea is that this range has not been filled yet anyways, right? So you're still, I would prefer that, but we'll find out. That's pretty much it, chat. Are you trying to catch like 20 pips though? Yeah, so we do this whole entire breakdown just for like a 10-second trade, basically. Sometimes a little shorter than that. Sometimes it could be like 5-second trades, you know? But really, like, it's like 15-20 minute analysis just to get like a 10 pip trade yet. The preparation matters more than execution. What about 42.69? 42.69 is maybe like I don't have anything there right now. That could be added later. I don't have anything there because like 42.69, that's above 4200. So I've had the same 4200 zone for like weeks now. Like that's just like the highs, right? So once you break that, yeah, I'm sure we'll have more stuff on the way up. Like there could be even this area right here, like these areas, like there. I'm sure there'll be something more, but you know, we don't really got to worry too much about that right now. That's like 1500 pips away. My last trade. Oh shit, the record. Where is that at? Where's the record? Friday. Friday was our last trade. Good morning, Benzo. Yeah, Friday's our last trade. Pretty sure for chat, we gotta just wait like 400 or 500 more pips in order to get a 20 pip range. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much the day. Now we just sit there and just chill out until these zones and those ideas come to fruition. Once that comes to fruition, if it does come to fruition, then shit, we execute, right? No hesitation, because we plan for it. But you know, if you don't go through that process of planning for it, you're like hunting like 24/7. Like you're probably hunting right now for a trade, right? Like you're probably looking for a 30-minute closure above this range right here. You know what I mean? Which is valid if you're looking for it. But if you can break out this range, drive up towards 41.38, but that's our wick entry sell. So we're not actually too far away. If you look at it on paper, it's like it may look like 590 pips, or it is 590 pips, but really it could just be one movement. How much was this movement last night? The last 2 hours actually, 370 the last 2 hours, right? So this could pick up for sure at any given point. And that's what you want to see. You want to see it start like actually glitching up, because if it doesn't glitch up, right, if it comes up and it starts to create structure, chat, then you know it's gonna be a little tough. So you want that move to be like a very particular move on the way up. That's gonna matter more than the actual 41.38 zone itself. Like sometimes, like don't overlook like what's happening on the minute, on the 5. Like when you're looking for the wick entries, especially, you want to pay attention to that structure going up, whether there's structure or whether there's no structure, right, higher lows or not, because that's gonna kind of give you a tell whether 41.38 could be a valid zone, or you might have to move it up. All right, but look, starting to glitch here, so this is good, right? So hold on, let's see. It's still far, but on the highs, it's like 500 pips away. I'm trying to see if I can get anything lower, but I don't think so. Let's see. Like maybe 41.26. 41.26 might not be bad. 41.26651. That's not too bad. 41.26.651. Yeah, it's not too bad. Off of these areas here, because then if there is structure coming up anyways, we'll move it, right? And then we'll move it up towards, I think our next area is gonna be like 41.83, 41.70, somewhere up there. You might have a 1 hour leg candle actually here. After this trade, I need a break. What's up, Bark? Wait, why you need a trade after the break? What if it's a win? Um, 4166 wick sell, high time for them break 35. 4166 is tomorrow, not today. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Not too sure what your thought process is for it to be tomorrow. We're thinking of 4188. Yeah, it could be a zone. That could be the next zone if we were to create structure coming out towards 4127 like that. 4128 could be something, yeah. There also, chat, could be like, it could be lower too. Like you might get reactions off of like these areas, because this is where you did react in the past. Let's see, what is this? Actually, it could be 4103. That's also not bad, because then like that could be like the very next area is there, and then after that is gonna be like more so I'll say like 4150. 4150, 4103. So 4103 is actually really close. 4103 is around here. And then next becomes 4150, right? So 4150 is up here. So then 4150, 25. Yeah, no bond, no top wicks. I think I had it at 38, right? So that's like kind of the same zone as 50. Yeah, 4103 is not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. 4103 is not too far away as well. What is it? 4103, 4103, 4103, 214. That's not bad. That's it. That is only gonna be, chat, like 109 more pips away. So hold on. If we get the wick entry sells at 4103, what can we get here? This is gonna be, how much are stops? 23. It looks like 23. We've been using like this leg candle here for stops for the last like 2 weeks too. The leg candle, or like up here at 42. It was usually like the last like 5-10 trades probably were like 30, 43, 39, or like either 43, 42, 30 as your stops. But yeah, 4103. It's not bad. So 2300 pips. Like I think I'll just use a point. I'll probably use a 0.5. That's pretty straightforward. 0.5 lap. If we were to get a wick entry sell, right? So yeah, it's like 40. It's like 2200. If we get a 4105, it's like 2290. So 2300. But I'll put 0.05. But yeah, you want to see no pullbacks here. Very key. Very key. You have one here, that's fine because it pulled back quite a bit and it's coming up from all the way down here, right? So like just this second wave of it, you don't want to see much pullbacks. These are fine, but you know, you don't want to see anything like this. Definitely not, because then you just move it. That 4103 zone becomes a little less valid, because if you were to make a high near it and you reject, you pull back, like the idea is you're looking for this. You're looking for the first initial reaction, right? So if it just reacts already and then it re-breaks the highs, it's like a high chance once you re-break this high, it likely is to push. So it's not that it's impossible for us to get the 4103 after. It's just like decreases the chances by quite a bit of it being that zone. So then you want to shift it up, and we'll shift it back up towards like, you know, 4138, 4150 and all of that. That's what we'll do. Now you have think about, we are in a real range, or we start range 3870. This could be the range. Like, I mean, it's been ranging. I think it could be a range, but I still think this is your overall, like, there's still support at like 3848, or at least the bomb to range fill, right? Like at least towards 3891. So yeah, I still think there's something that could be like your support is, I wouldn't say it's at 3961 though. Sometimes you can print, like, what if you print liquidity to range more in a bigger range? That could also be possible. So like, this is a mini range within overall range, so it can easily just like kind of fake out just to break back into the range and then continue ranging after within this range, right? It's like, it's still not driving, but that's what I would have expected overall before you started to form this range right here. Either way, it's in a range, right? It just becomes more tradable once you break out this, because this is like, I think this is like 2.5, like 2,500 pips. Not bad. They have a 1 hour lead too in about 15. Wow, this 1 hour taking forever to close. 15 more minutes until a 1 hour candle chat. So yeah, if it closes like this, it's a 1 hour leg candle. So then you would need like a pretty steep top wick. I'm not gonna lie, for the next candle, which is like when you have a leg candle, like the next candle rarely ever prints that steep of a wick. It could happen, but you know, to print a push like right up before, you know, you're expecting a like a wick entry to then flip, it's gonna require a bit. So I might actually rather this close like weak bearish, to be honest. It's still holding the ranges if it does close weak bearish anyways, right? Next candle comes straight up like this and then boom, that'll be nice. If you check the time, 1980, you're either trolling or you're genius. Like, how do you look for the same pattern as we're happening right now from 1980? Like, how far back do you scroll? 1980 on a daily. I don't even know if I have enough candles. Like, you're looking for that particular range from 1980 right here. I mean, shit. This right here, or this, like, you know, there's other candles before 1980, right? Like, there's like, you know, there's like maybe like you can get the same range like over here, you know, like you don't go that far back, you know, like you can try maybe maybe here a little bit, you know, a little bit here too, some ranges, you know. This is like what, this is like May 2020, you know. You go all the way back to 1980 though. How do you scroll that far back and miss out or not look at these other ranges? And then how do you like go back here and remember what happened on 1980? It's pretty impressive. You said February 2nd, 1980. Alright, so let's see this range here. Shit, man, I don't know. Like, you're looking for a different mirror. You might be different. You might be different. 1980. Let's see what happened. February 28th, 1980. February 28th, 1980. February 28th, 1980. Bruh. You pulled out this information. Hey, it's possible. It's like you got the same high right here, an all-time high on gold, and you got that drop in like March, right? Pull back, you made a new high in like April, May, and then June, July, kind of just range. Yeah, it could be. You know, you might be onto something. This is not the first time you've done this too, so yeah, this is pretty. I mean, this is technically valid, chat. This is like the high that you made, all-time highs, right? You know, that was like maybe last year. And then this drop here was like beginning of the year, right? So starting the year, like if you look at current price, this dropped, and then there's a pullback, right? And there's a second half of the drop, and then you've been ranging since. So this is what he's referring to, that right here. And then he's like, should there be another drop? Yeah, it definitely could be. Could be. He used chat GBT. I just can't prove it. Hey, maybe. What do you do? Like insert the picture? Like when was the last time you had this pattern? Shit. Maybe. Yeah, I know what you're looking at. You've done this before, so I know. And yeah, you usually get the right mirrors too. I don't go back that far though. Like I think I go back to like just like if I can't find it to the left, or if like I'm looking for maybe the similar zones too. Like I'm looking not for the pattern. Like I know what you're doing though. Like you're looking for the pattern. I'm looking for just like, you know, last time we're in that same range, like what happened. Like let's say there's a move right here, right? Like let's say right here there's like a move from here to here. After the high and low printed, after a high and missing low that has not been printed here, you then got a shift down towards that low. So yeah, like hold on, let's say there's a high here, there might be a high here, there's a low here, let's say there's a low here. As you pull back towards here, you're expecting a drop, which in this case did not drop until it made a high. But you know, like that's something I would like more so use, like just like looking to see what we can mirror. But I wouldn't look for like a pattern mirror, no, because then you might get too caught up into the pattern. So I don't use patterns like that. I don't use like patterns because it's like I feel like you're just closed off after to anything else that can happen. Like I never like the idea of like, you know, patterns. Like the only pattern is drive range liquidity, right? But it's like it's not like we're expecting a drive after a range, you know. It's just like it could be one of those outcomes. That's crazy though. That's just crazy though, chat. Any news today? No orange folders, no yellows. The Jolt's job openings at 10. Wednesday, ADP non-farm employment change, ISM services PMI. Thursday, unemployment claims. Friday is NFP Friday. Topic sales areas. Yeah, I still have it at 103, but this is a pullback here, so let's say maybe the 1 hour, like if the 1 hour opens up no bottom wick especially, that'll be cool. So yeah, that's it. I still have it marked up at 103 for now. I'll let you know. I will let you know if I move it. Otherwise, you know, I literally let you guys know every move that I make, so, or on the charts at least. So whatever decisions I make, whatever I decide to move, it will be heard, it will be said, it will be broken down, it will be found live. But yeah, I still have it. Is this a lecandle fill? No, that is not a lecandle fill. That is not a lecandle fill. For you, a must do fake out. It's a must. Set it up. It's a must. Oh man. Do you hold your trades longer than an hour, bro? Sometimes. I don't decide what I want to hold it for. Like I don't just like get in and be like it's gonna be a 1 minute trade or like it's like the market decides that for me. Like the market grabs the wheel. I just fucking turn the engine on, and the market just takes the wheel after. So sometimes it could be like a 30-hour trade, you know. Sometimes it could be, you know, a couple minutes. Sometimes an hour. Sometimes a couple hours. Sometimes, yeah, it's just the market takes the wheel. I don't really decide that. I know my average though, like my average hold time is maybe, it says like 41 minutes here, but yeah. So yeah, close to an hour, our average. But I think that's because of like the longer drawdown trades, you know, they kind of just increase that number by quite a bit. Or like same with pips, like I don't decide how many pips I'm gonna grab too. I don't. I just have zones, right? Why you just in sell? You take only sell? No, I'm looking for buys above 4,200. I'm looking for buys above 4,200. That's been same zones for 3 weeks now, so that hasn't been tapped. The closest you came up towards there was maybe like the beginning of July, I think. July 6th. Above 42.24 is what I got. So you came close, like maybe 104 bips away. So until we actually break above that area and hold, especially hold. No, I do. I think majority, like if you look at this account, if you look at the trend, like if you look at just the trend overall, in terms of like when we started the account, like we started the account here, right? So like yeah, I think we did take a lot more buys like when it was here, but like especially for like this year, like since January, it's been mainly sells. So like I'm not too sure, like it still shows like 75% sells. So yeah, I guess we did take a lot of sells in these areas too, but you just look at the trend like overall, like lately, the reason why there hasn't been any buys since April 29, if you look at it, it's like, are we really bullish? No, right? So if we're not really bullish, I usually wouldn't really get any like kind of I wouldn't really get any sells or buys. How long is this? This is like 41 bars, and then this right here is 27 bars. Yeah, so yeah, we used to go on buy streaks too, but just looking at the trend, looking at the markets, right? It's like I don't decide if I want to get a buy or sell. It's just, again, the market gives me that answer. I don't wake up and just say today I'm gonna take a sell. You know, it's not as like black and white as that. Like look, there's a mini streak for buys at one point, right? But like looking at price, like look at the charts, right? It's like, what are we doing since the entire year? More so just coming down. So then ever since April, we've had no buys, no buy ideas, because we're not bullish. We can't be bullish here. I mean, we could be bullish here. It could lead to being bullish here, but if you watch the analysis, right, I said how I can't tell from here if it's bullish, nor do I want to tell. Makes sense? But 75% are sells. 75% of our positions. I don't want to use this one. Just press this right. Change 0.5. All right, 9 a.m. here, guys. 9 a.m. here. So, shit. Let's see what happens here. So you're still pulling back here. 4 hour candle close like bullish, 1 hour close weak bearish. So that's good. You know, you're still holding these ranges right here. So yeah, anything can happen here. If we make our way down, we gotta wait at least here, chat, 1,000 pips. So that's pretty far away still. But on the way up, that's our closest idea. So 340. Or no, not 1,000 pips. What was it? Yeah, structure, right? I had something else down here. Yeah, we are looking for below 4020. I don't have it marked up because again, in the analysis, like I've said that I wanted to see a break. So once you actually do break that zone, confirm that you're actually breaking, you then want to see a pullback to confirm that it's not a fake out to go right back up, right? So you want to see pullbacks and holds, which is something, let's say just an example like this. And you know, if you were to re-break the lows again, that's gonna be my sell. So like before I look for that sell, I need that to break below 4020 first. So below 4017, that needs to break. Once that breaks, pull back and hold the continuation. But yeah, below there we do have ideas, chat. And that's a leg candle too on the 4 right here. So same thing as I think yesterday's, right? Am I tripping? Was that yesterday? 4 hour candle. Yeah, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. I think we came close yesterday to the sell ideas too. So that's, you already got the leg candle body reaction, right? You got the body reaction here, and then you got the re-break at the lowest here. So then now it's just a matter if you can come down like below 4016, should be like pretty straight butter. That should be clean. Clean, clean, clean. But we gotta wait 570. So we gotta miss out on 570 pips. Is that okay? No trades for August yet, though. Not one single one. Obviously, yesterday was the first day of the month, trading wise, so. Buttery. Not bad. So 450 more pips to go. 450 pips to go. Pretty much like this then. Spreads are not bad too. Pretty good. And chat, earlier I said like the only way I can get it like within this range, I'll say, like here, is if this were to come up first. So like that didn't happen, right? So it's still gonna be below like 4016, below those areas. Dance moves? I gotta learn them first. Maybe if we hit 1 million subs, I can release my dance video that I've had from, I was in a dance group before. 1 million subs. 1 million subs, and we'll release that. We'll release that dance file. I think it was to Michael Jackson's PYT. So a classic dance. You can't hear me clearly? Is it that loud? Let me see. 30 decibels. Negative 36. Pretty average, no? This should be good, chat. Chat, is that too loud? The whole movie? Which one? Michael? Yeah. Dun, 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 Pretty lit price action in July, huh? Very lit. I know not a lot of people survive it though. If you survive it, you're a true warrior. If you survive July range and August range, you're like true warrior. I have a few questions. Does nobody ask anything? How many trades you take on average? You see, I'm glad you're asking me questions, bro. But damn, you asking the same questions I get on repeat. Those are the only questions people ask me, really, though. Those are the, like, how many trades you take a week on average, and then much RR. Yeah. But yeah, I'm streaming like for the whole year. I just came back in March. So yeah, I don't have any plans to not stream for the year. So yeah, likely gonna go through this entire year. Yeah. I don't think I've ever like not streamed though. How many trades take on average is like maybe like 3 a week on average, so 3, 6, 9, 12, like anywhere from 9 to 12 trades a month on average. And then my RR is like non-existent. You gotta calculate. I don't have like an actual calculator for RR, so I wouldn't know. I think it says like something about sharp ratio up here. That might be my RR. I don't know. If it is, then it's a 0.23 to like a 1 or I don't know. I don't know how this shit works, to be honest with you. I don't know how RR is even calculated, because like based off what the drawdown, based off like my set, I don't have a set like number that I'm putting my stop sets off of price action, so that changes every day too. So yeah, I don't know. RR, I don't know. I know it's negative though, or at least like on average it'll be negative with our drawdowns and all of that. If we actually calculate without drawdown, some trades can be positive RR. But yeah, I don't have an actual answer for RR. Here, this might help you, man. This journal right here shows everything that I do. All my stats, all my drawdowns, or this one might show all my drawdowns actually. This journal right here, the TBJ one, it'll show the drawdown, what percentage we're making, pips, reasons for exits, all of that. When is the news? Friday. News today is like Joe's job openings. There is an orange folder, but it's not that severe. And then tomorrow's ADP non-farm employment change. Thursday's unemployment claims, and Friday's a red folder. So yeah, Friday's NP big dip. Top down view, you gotta go to the morning. Top down view, I think I did a breakdown in the morning at 8, so you gotta replay. I'd probably get a better answer. Yo, I mean, this is when I started, August, July. This is all the price action I know. Yeah, August is not bad. I think it gets pretty bad in like, not even actually. Yeah, August, July is pretty slow actually. I think that's like the least trades we get. I might be wrong, but let's see. August, September we get 55 trades, and yeah, Q4 we get the least trades for sure. Look at this. Look at the numbers drop. All right, it goes to below 30, below 40. This is like 70. You know, like our most active trading months is like March, April, May, and January, kinda. Yeah. But then Q3, like July, it's not bad. July and August we get a decent amount of trades. So, yeah. It doesn't look good though. Price action was. You love July, got 5 trades, 4 dubs. W. Yeah, August is pretty slow. It could be different though. I think December's at one point were kind of slow, but honestly, the last couple of Decembers have been pretty good. Like we get a decent amount of trades. Telegram, no. I don't use Telegram. Telegram. Why does every trader use Telegram? Why? Every trader uses like, oh shot, like fuck. Literally every trader or every like affiliate uses Telegram. Or like Signal. Telegram is Signal. Like bro, all you do is trade the charts. Why do you use Telegram and Signal? All you do is hop on and look at charts. For that, I use Discord. I don't use Telegram. Yeah, no, I know the reason. Like they have those groups for like, you know, VIP community. I used to have Telegram groups too, and then we moved it over to Discord. But I'm like, why does everyone use like everyone just starts off at every like forex, like all like those like forex communities where like you go in there and you send like charts, right? And then you send like some positive RR, and then someone flames you because their bias is more right than yours, and they'll just go in there and like fucking cook you up for that. That's what Telegram's for. So no, I know how it works, but I'm like, well, I don't know. I used to use what's it called? Stack? No, is it called Stack? What's it called? I think Stack or something. Some like it's like school type vibe. You know School? School has like that learning community space too. I think that's Stack. Discord link. But yeah, why does everyone use like shit, bro? All like the affiliates and everything, they all use Telegram. Like it's always Telegram. What's your idea? Can you repeat? I'm looking for sales below 46.16 if you are to break that low first, create structure, and then 4103 is a wick entry sell. So we're kind of just in the middle of the two ranges right now. So we're far from either end. Yes, I gotta wait here at least another 400 pips, and then at least another like 400 pips down. Either way, we gotta wait. So we're just in between the ranges. So those are our next ideas. And then comes like 40s. 49, 61, etc. But yeah, those are ideas for now. The only way we can get a closer idea is if you shift out first and then you shift back into the range, and then we'll look for sales below here. But that's still going to be the same, to be honest, because if you get a move up, that's 300 pips up, and then you gotta wait for like a 500 pip down, you know. So yeah, that's pretty far right now, pretty far. But that's like the only way we can get something like closer. So basically this entire blue range that you see, I gotta just watch price. No problem. Here we go. Can it flip? Let's see. Yeah, but is that a 1 hour leg? No, it's not. It's just a weak bearish leg candle. You know, I just took in like I think when people look at my my journal or my stats, like the profits, like in pips wise, like you look at it first glance and you probably would think like we're just like we're like looking to get in and get out quick. So then like people will ask there, like if that's all you're doing, why would you wait for a 400 pip move before grabbing your position if you're only looking for 20 pips? And that's the thing. It's like I don't think we're like hopping on and like intentionally like trying to just get 20 pips and call it a day. Like we're looking to grab the next probable opportunity. So then like that's what we're chasing. We're chasing like those confirmations, right? So sometimes like we would have to wait like a 400 pip move to play out before we get a wick entry sell, let's say, because there's no structure going up. Like that's what leads the idea. It's not like our profits or like our pips that leads the idea, because if you do that, you're just chasing something. You're chasing pips, and if you chase pips, you can just throw your analysis out the window and just get in and get out whenever. Right? But I think that's why like maybe people have a hard time understanding that. It's like, why would you wait this much, right? If you're only looking for like a 10-20 pip move. Like look, this move here is 20 pips. There you go. You would have been done for a day, but that's not the purpose, right? Otherwise, you can just get in, get out whenever. There's no probable ideas running and backing up your ideas. It's just in and out. This is not bad though. Look, this came down up from all the way up here. So this is 190 pips, right? So if you re-break the side chart, this is like 200 more pips to go. So remember, the only thing you would not want to see is structure. That's about it. And this is still okay from wherever we are. Remember, our stops are 2,300 pips, right? So I'm using a 0.05 lot. Our stops are 43.49. A little lower. 43.36. Right? So it's around like 2,300 pips. Oh, re-breaking the highs here. Let's see. Can we get a pop? Get ready here, guys. 4103. Remember, you don't want to see pullbacks coming up, okay? Like you want this to be one consistent move. And then if there is pullbacks, we'll move it. I think our next zones are like up here. Next, 4128. And then comes like 4149. And then comes like, 4180 and all of that. But for now, I don't want to mark up too ahead. That's what we got. Pretty straightforward. So pullbacks here, 100 pips away. Yeah, let's move that. So yeah, I'm gonna move this, chat. This is no longer gonna be a 4103. We're gonna move that because there's a pullback here, right, on the way up. So you don't want to see structure. There are also pullbacks earlier, but it's fine because like you started moving up from down here, but now that it came up, this is the first initial reaction. I can't use a 103. So instead, what I would use is I would use 4128. So it's gonna be way higher. 4128 zones. So now it's gonna require like a 460 pip move. On the break of the highs, maybe 370, but on the bright side, you do have more liquidity here. So I wonder if now we can look for sell ideas below 50, 40 zones instead of 20 zones, right? Because now you're actually like coming up, grabbing a steeper top wick. So yeah, it could be because this broke the highs, not by much, but I'll probably apply some type of like, you know, range 2 structure below here, to be honest. Like wait for the break the lows, pull back, and then secondary break or something like that. But yeah, below like 50 could be doable. The only thing is you gotta still wait for this move to come down like 420 pips. So it's still in that range. But it's not bad. The higher it goes, the better too, right? The higher it goes, the less confirmation you'll need in this zone here. But if it comes down from here, then we'll let that drop. And then below here, we'll look for like positions to come down for the leg candles on the 4. So pretty valid, pretty valid. Pretty valid. But yeah, 4105 chat, that's no longer a thing. All right, so I don't have anything there. It could still reject, but I think that pullback is our idea. So if we miss the idea by 100 pips, that's no longer our idea. So yeah, like the way it comes up, the way it comes down in general, like that matters much more than your zones. Like you don't want to have the same, like that's why you would mark up different zones every day, because every day the market would change, right? So same thing with this idea. Like if you go in the minute, like you'll see structure, right? So that's same thing as us adjusting our daily analysis every day. We show up every day with new information. So that's right there is new information. So you can't have that same zone like throughout the entire session. Be interested in just it. Yeah, be interested in 31st. That's rookie numbers though. Rookie numbers. If you can go on this stream 2 weeks without a trade, shit, you got patience. One day though is light work. We get 3 trades on the average, so yeah, there will be like, you know, every now and then, a couple days in a week where we don't get trades. We were close there though, chat. That was pretty close. I thought we were gonna get another push. Wasn't too far. That was not too bad. Go 1.1 lot. If we hit 1,000 likes in this stream, I don't even know if I could go. Actually, yeah, I could probably go 1.1 lot. What is that? Like, I would need maybe 25. No, one lot is $10 for one lot. So 200 pip stop loss I can probably get. So yeah, we'll need a no drawdown trade. Let's see, 41 to 28, right? So what I got, could it be lower? 4103 would delete that. Keep an eye on 413 though. I want to see if it actually rejects. Still. Yeah, 28. 28, same thing. 28. Let's do this. Yeah, like 28, 30 zones at least. Pretty fair, pretty fair. And then next comes like 50, and then eventually you got like 80, 75, 80 zones around there. $29 might be a little weaker though. If you get a reaction here, if you get no pullbacks, constant pushes, then it could be at 130. That's not too bad. Yeah, 130, 28, 130 zones at least. But again, no structures, which you want to see, right, champ? I think price going to 38.90. What you think? I think it's possible. I think it's pretty possible. Possibility. I think it's pretty possibility. How much is this? 370. Not bad though. Chat, the volume is here today. You know, it's like that was a pretty decent push there, and it's NYSE open right now too, so it's only gonna get better. That was NYSE just now, 3 minutes ago. So we'll see. Kind of opened up top wick first. The candle closed like weak bullish, I'll say, just like kind of within the ranges there, nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's see where it goes from here. It's just in between the ranges. It's literally between this in the middle. So it's gonna require either end to break. Yeah, way better than yesterday. Yesterday wasn't too bad. Way better than last week. This August so far has been a lot better than July so far. July, we had a day like this to start. And then from the 1st until the 31st, there was like literally nothing crazy until the very end of the month. And yeah, that's been happening since like April or since May. April, May, I'll say. June, July, it's been like first 3 weeks of the month kind of slow, and then last like 8 to 10 days have been volatile. So hopefully August kind of breaks that streak and we actually start moving, because shit, 3 weeks of slow movement and then 1 week of actually decent volume. How's the market treating you? I don't know. The market? Pretty good. I don't know. Pretty good. Pretty good. It treats us the same way every day, though. How's it treating you? How's it treating us? Core 3 distribution. What's up, Jack? Untraceable Jack. That was mad hot right there right now for you. Sheesh. Sheesh. She a runner, she a trackstar. My account 400. Oh, I thought it was in my title. 481 days now on this account. So April 11th, one day after my birthday, the day I turned 25. This is like basically quarter life account at this point. So let's see if it lasts the whole quarter till I'm 50. 50 years old on one account, from 25 to 50 on stream chat. That's gonna be crazy. Imagine. If we start closing on above 49 to 5, we are free until 40 to 20. I hope so. Hope so. 2000. Yes, I'm a 2000 baby. I'm born in 2000. Y2K. Same. Chat. Where are my 2000s in the chat? Spam a 2000 if you're born in the year 2000. Can't believe you're born in the year 2000. You're 26 years old right now. Big drop incoming. 2006. Damn, you 19 years old. You Kenny? Yeah, no, we know, bro. I'll be there soon. If I'm not already there. Nah, just listen to some Gary V. Don't worry about it. He'll tell you that when you 60, you're mad young still. So that's what I be doing sometimes. Sometimes when I be feel a little old, I just search up Gary V old, and then all the videos pop up. It just says like, you're 65 years old. You're mad young. You can eat shit for the next 20 years, and then by the time you're 80, you can restart your life. You're a fetus, dude. And then I'm just like, ah, man, fuck. I feel mad young now. Thank you, Gary V. So, yeah, bro. Whenever you feel mad, you know, feeling a little unk. That's what I'd be doing. 2007, 2010, bro. All right. Yeah, gold spreads are pretty small right now, chat. You might get a glitch here. I'll let glitch. Hopefully one strong pop up would be nice. What do you mean, bro? I'm 16. I'm about to snitch to your broker. I'm about to snitch them. I'm about to tell them that you're 16. You shouldn't be trading. Dun 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 dun. Damn. Gold is golding right now, guys. What was the high that it made? 40.91. Okay. Okay. Chat, we have a special video dropping later. Yes, I'm just honest. Fuck it. It's the leg candle video, okay? I finally made the leg candle video, chat, so I'm gonna be dropping that later. I think it's like already uploaded, but not public. So finally got the leg candle video down. Finally. So now I can finally link that video whenever someone has a question about the leg candle. But yeah, I'm dropping probably later after stream. Hey, did this break the high during NY session, or was this like not NY session? 40.81? What was this? NY session, right? 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that happened during NY session. Okay. Hey, is this an invisible candle? Is this an invisible candle? If that's an invisible candle, then this is gonna be clean until here. 4140. True. Yeah, in that zone. What can I just sell? Okay, yeah, that's valid. That's valid. Still. All right. Anytime now, gold. Invisible candles. It's just like, I don't use it as a confirmation for like a trade idea. It's more of like just clean traffic. Like you can ignore it and it can be clean traffic. It's usually like when candles, it's like it's still being sample sized, so it's not like, you know, confirmed or anything. But we've been looking at it for like almost a year and a half now, I'll say. It's like, let's go back on the daily. It's still being sample size because I don't know like the exact definition on how to describe it to give to you guys. So I wouldn't like in this case, it's usually like, I would say it's like 2 candles combined that look like a doji on like a, let's say you combine 2 1 hour candles on a 2 hour time frame, it might be a doji. In this case, it's not really, because this candle body's opening is right here and this one closes down here. So this is actually a bearish candle, but I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it yet. So that's why like it's still being sample size, but it's not like a confirmation for an entry or anything. It's more of like, clean traffic, like on the way up, like that area might not be too much of a struggle. So right now, like I'll block out these candles right here, and then that won't be too much of a struggle really, because I blocked it out, and then I'll put it up here as my next resistance. So like on the way up, like those rejection zones may not be an issue. So this case right here, this may not be an issue. So like it's not like a confirmation or anything. It's like just clean traffic to describe that. Like, do we have it on the smaller time frame? Yeah, we have it like right here, so you can kind of block it out right here. So if you, again, you still need to wait for closures and all of that, like everything to confirm, because it's not a confirmation, right? But same thing happening here too. This is also an invisible candle as well. But on the way up here, right, as you break above the yellow zone, if you do break above the yellow zone, pull back and hold, then going up, like this won't be too much of a struggle, and this won't be too much of a struggle. But this is right here, so that'll be my target. So that's kind of what I would use it for. But yeah, it's still, I'll say it's still in the works. It probably will be in like playbook 3.0, to be honest. Whenever that comes out. But right now I'm working on playbook 2.5. So 2.5 is like the actual, or 2.1. That's the actual, that's the next thing. Playbook 3.0 might not come out until like 2028 or something, 29. So that's getting pretty far. But yeah. Yeah, it's like just, yeah, kinda like forward flipping, lower time for structure. Kinda. There'll be more live examples. If I see them, I'll point them out every time. So yeah, I'll let you know next time we get them. Like I don't see any right now though. Or right here, like this right here. I think we used this on stream too. I think this was, I don't know what day this was, but I think we did use this. We blocked that out, and then this was just clean traffic up. There was no like struggles until the top of the range. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, just a small thing. Oh, here we go, chat. Come on, Gold. You can push up 400 pips, right? 380, 330. 330 more pips. You can push up 330. No problem. 330. Go ahead. No, chat, I'm not in buys. No buys. I don't have buys until 4,200. But we are waiting for a push up though to confirm where we're headed next. So that's why I want to see it go up, but I'm not in positions to go up. I have wick entry sells actually at 4128, 4129, 4130. It's just a matter of you can glitch up, and looking like chat. Today might be a glitch, man, or this might be the glitch coming. It's been like brewing the whole morning, just like, you know. Spreads are basically not really there as well, so yeah, this is like can give you a pop or something. Don, this is high time for liquidity? Is that a question or a statement? If you're asking me, I think overall, I don't think this is anything. I think this is just in the range. So I wouldn't say it's high time for liquidity. I think that's just, there's no, like, even if you push up 300 pips, there's no difference on price until like above 4,200. I think that's when you actually start breaking structure. So if you're looking at, if you're talking about higher time frame, I wouldn't consider anything here to be that crazy. I would push. We could lead to something though, but this push up, very minuscule. It's like barely making a dent on price. Like you won't even notice it. Very small. No, we didn't take any trades yet. Oh my. What's up, Farzam? $70, 73 traders online. Oh, thanks for the sub. I still gotta change that alien thing, the UFO. How many more times you think this is gonna break and just come back into the range here? Holy. All right, new tunes. Okay. Yo, is that a raccoon? No. I took maybe no trades for the month. The month just started yesterday. No trades yesterday. or the trading month, all we do is make a withdrawal. A withdrawal yesterday for 30% of our profits from July, and that's about it. Hey, what's you talking about silver? Which reminds me, what's GJ and all the other stuff doing today? GBP, JPY. Wow. So breaking below, staying below 213. Let's see what US 30 is doing here. All-time highs once again. SPX. What's this doing? All-time highs once again. Now it's 100. Oh, rejected offer. It was one of the zones. 27 got tapped. Back up we go. Hey, this, did we break this down? This is like the bottom wick zone, right? I think we did. Liquidity, range, liquidity, drive, bread and butter. Nas 100 though, it's not bad. Nas 100's that chat. Nas 100 actually looks like gold, to be honest. Like moves similar to gold by the looks of it. US 30 is a little different, I'll say. US 30 moves more of like damn, I spilled my coffee. Damn, yeah, US 30 moves like, I feel like it moves more like GJ. I feel like it just ranges, and when it drives out of nowhere. Probably something to do with the yen, right? Yen being a safe haven, and also US 30. Hold on, I'll be right back. But yeah, Don, please, when you start trading this particular account, April 11th, 2025, 1K account. So if you've been copying every single trade since, well, we started this account in Diva 1 actually, but every trade was recorded and taken and called out in the single channel and all of that. No off-stream trades, no like, you know, random different session trades, just strictly NY session every day. On stream, we did that. Started on Diva 1, and yeah, the account. I figured, you know, let's come back to live stream in March, and been running an account since. So same account, all trades taken, called out, percentage tracked, every trade idea, broke it down in the morning, taken, recorded, one account, no fresh account for the month every month, no like, you know, like. Yeah, we've been running that since April last year. So just trading as per normal, not like flipping it or like, you know, compound, just like it compounds like itself or like it flips itself, you know, but that's not like the intention. We're just trading it as like it's any other balance really. So yeah, it's pretty easy to follow. Oh yeah, the risk too, like the risk on the accounts are given out too, like the lot size is given out per trade. It's like you literally get like step-by-step process on exactly how we're gonna trade the account. Stops out there, you know, no like imaginary TPs like TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5. Like no, like we're closing here, we'll manage here, stops to BE here, we'll trail stops here. No like, you know, TP5, 5 TPs, and then we hit like TP1, but then we put in the journal like TP5 hit after we close the trade off. No, like exactly the exact percentage and pips. I have a huge problem taking profits. The greed is messing with my head. Help. Honestly, bro, it's probably because you want to change your life, and that's good. That's good, you know, like that's good. But to mix trading with trying to change your life is a recipe for disaster. If you're trying to expedite a process in trading, like whenever you put time in trading, you just, it's by natural, it's just not a good recipe. Because like trading is trading. If you look at the charts, you look for a high probability idea, you know, you just wait. Everyone knows that's the concept. Everyone knows like that's what you should do, right? We as traders, if you have a little bit of experience, you know that trading is all about patience. But it's hard because when you have a time in place for when you need to take a trade, when like, you need to take a trade by today because by next week you gotta pay this bill, or you gotta like do this by today, so this month you gotta pass this challenge, do this, that. Like it's time. So whenever you put time in the mix, like there's all this unnecessary pressure now that you need to do this, you need to do that. And that's why waiting for trades is hard for a lot of people, because they ain't got time to wait like that. They want to change their life today, but you got all the time in the world to change your life, bro. You don't gotta change it today. There's no need to fucking like do everything today or this month or this year or this, like, bro, you know, that's why you're probably greedy. But trading it yourself, you're probably a natural good trader. Everyone is a natural good trader. It's just when you put psychology in the mix, you know, that's like the part where, you know, that's the hard part. So yeah, are you greedy? You're not probably greedy. You're probably just trying to, you know, exploit some type of process. So that's fine, but you gotta realize in trading, like, try not to do that. Try not to put no time limit on when you need to do things by. Yo, what's up, Richie? I said, Richie, you rich. Hey, Richard, you got iRacing yet? You did? Actually? I should know. No one I know has gotten iRacing. You lying, bro. Today you have entry? Maybe. Nah, skip Rossetto. Skip it. He already has a Rossetto. Skip that. Go straight to iRacing. It is more realistic, but you're racing against like computer, because you need mods. I think you need mods for Rossetto. So if you play Rossetto, you need mods, and then you're just racing against computers. Because I mean, you could join mod servers, but it's not like competitive. It's more realistic though. The tire feel. I think I have RSS mods for Rossetto. So like they have realistic like GT3s and stuff, or like F1 Formula cars. But like racing craft wise, like iRacing, that's like bread and butter. It's sick the way they have it set up. You should get iRacing, Penzo. You get iRacing, Cookie gets iRacing, bro. We can do a whole 24-hour Daytona. Yeah, you're gonna rage, bro, for sure. You're gonna rage. Don't crash into people though. I'm just telling you right now, bro, when you get the game and you start racing and someone bumps into you and your car gets wrecked on the first turn, don't go crashing into somebody, okay? You're gonna get banned, and then yeah, bro, that's it, because you gotta use your real government name for iRacing too, so you can't make another account. You get banned, like, unless you use someone else's name, like Levi's or something. I've watched so many of my 0.5 positions go to 300 euros and then back to zero. Sometimes I take partials, and sometimes once I started to trade less, this became a new problem. I watched them in my 0.5 position go to negative 300 euro and then back to 0. You see, the issue is that you're looking at the balance going to 3,000. When I'm in a trade, you think I'm looking at my balance? No. You know what I'm looking at? The only thing that fucking matters. The only thing that matters is like the candles. That's it. That's all I'm looking at. Because I'm not going to let no balance dictate when I should close the trade or not. Right? So you don't want to look at the balance. Because when you look at the balance, you're chasing a money. Like, oh, 300? Ooh, can we get 350? 350? Like, what does your profits, net drawdown have to do anything to do with price action? At the end of the day, your balance is going to change every single day. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, but the price action is what's not going to change. It's going to be the same every single day. So why would you all of a sudden start looking at your balance when you are in a trade? Forget the balance. The market is going to dictate what you're going to get today, you know? It's going to give you like it might give you 100 pips today, it might give you 20 pips today. It doesn't matter, like, because just set your BE zones, your trail stop zones, your TP, your stop loss. That's it. You really only got those 4 things you can really set, and then you let price take the wheel. That's what I mean by let price take the wheel. Like, you don't have that decision to make on like how much you want. If you can select your TP, you can select your stop loss off of price action though. You can select your trail stops off of price action though. You can select your BE off of price action though, right? But for you to be there, sit there and enforce a certain RR now because you need to look good on social, like, bro, you don't need to look good when you trade. You don't need to look good. You don't need to like aura farm on like Instagram stories that you have a 1 to 10 RR. You can literally get into the position and get out when you have your zone set and you're not making those irrational emotional decisions because you're preset on what you have. So there's no point of looking at the balance. It doesn't matter. You look at the end balance. Once you close the trade off, you go to your history. Oh damn, you got slipped by a bit. It's cool. Imagine looking at that balance. You see 350. Next thing you know, you got slipped on the closure and now you're at 349. Your ass is gonna chase the extra dollar now to make back that slippage. It's like, bro, just account for it already, you know? So there's like literally no point on looking at that. Like, that's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, when I'm in a trade, you guys see my eyes too. If I have an eye tracker on my screen, you will see I'm not looking at the balance. Maybe when I close, I'm like about to click X, sure, but it's like it's usually over here looking at, okay, did we tap the zone yet? BE, boom. That's how I do it so instantly. You guys are like, you do it too quick, Don. Because I have a predetermined zone that I know I'm gonna move stops to BE at. It's not up to me. It's up to the markets to give that to me. Pause. Right? So like, you know, if we have like a BE zone right here at 499, the moment we tap 499, what am I gonna do? Sit there and think like, oh damn, my balance is at 290. I'm in profit 290 pips. Let's get to 300. That has nothing to do with the zones on the charts, right? Compared to like you tap the BE zone, stops the BE, done. Like instant, there's no hesitation after, right? Next zone, trail stop zones, you tap that, done. Move stops to BE, move stops, trail stops and profit, done. But it's like, that's how you know, you don't sit there and think. It's like, you don't gotta think when you're in a trade. It's like, you do all the thinking before you get into the trade. Once you're in the trade, it's just price takes the wheel. This thing just takes the wheel and you just go wherever it goes. And you accept whatever it gives you that day. And that's the same way, same process mentally when it comes to looking for trades. Like, same thing. Same thing. How much you gotta probably spend like 20 bucks CAD a month for subscriptions, and then for the cars it's probably like $15 for a car, one car, and then one track. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty expensive. But at that, or you can play LMU, which is like Le Mans Ultimate. LMU is one price, but it's good. It's like it feels more like Assetto, and it's getting more competitive. But something about like iRacing just feels like Apple. Like Android is good too, but like it just feels like the Apple product, you know? It just feels like smoother. Like just, no offense to Android, bro, but it just feels like it's crisp. Like it's just the sim. It just has more aura. It's just the sim, bro. So I'll play iRacing. But I play LMU. One time I got banned on iRacing, I had to play LMU for like a couple weeks. So yeah, pretty cool though. And iRacing has formula racing, and it has, so you can race F3, F4 cars, and it also has street driving. So you could do like, you know, your GT3s and your LMP3s, like those hyper cars that look weird. But yeah, not sponsored. I usually put BE and go with my day. I gotta get back to trail stops. Thanks. Yeah, trail stops, or I put my BE too. Like I don't know. I don't set and forget. Like I set and watch. Like I set my zones. I just sit there and watch until it actually taps my zones, right? But again, it's just like a lot of times it's just, you know, it's greed or like time. Like you want to get to X balance by this time, or get this profits by today, you know, like you woke up with an itch that you need to post on your Instagram story. So now you're trying to get a trade and like to post on your Instagram story to your friends. So like for what? What's the point? What's the purpose of that? You know, if you're not going to show the losses, what's the point of posting only the wins? It's going to end up LARPing, right? You don't want to be LARPer. Set and forget. All right, man. Okay, but you get some free tracks. You get some free tracks. Honestly, this is my iRacing. This is my account. So I'm like, I have a decent amount of tracks, but I don't got all the tracks. Honestly, bro, you need probably like 5 tracks to be honest. 2, you gotta buy all at once. Each week, cause you know why you gotta buy the tracks? Each week it rotates. So each week there's a new track, a new car setup. So this week, this is what I raced. I raced these. This is what I raced. Just GT3s and maybe Formula cars every now and then. But like there's different tracks. Like this week, I don't even have like, so I don't have the Miami track. Like it's Porsche Cup. I have this car, but I don't have this track. So I can't race it unless I buy this track. Alright? Sometimes some tracks are not as popular, so there's no point on buying them. It's like kind of just, no one races them. Like this week, there's the circuit of Le Mans track, right? I don't have that track. I have it on another game, but I don't have it here. But it depends. Like I usually wait for whatever's popular. Like if something's popular, like this week, these are, you know, there's different licenses, like rookie to ABC license, ABCD license. The higher you are, the more you are put against people who are in your class. And then yeah, I don't know, like to be honest, this week I don't know if I'm playing this week because there's no tracks that are good. Oh, it's not bad. Hungaroring, it's not too bad. But yeah, I probably spent like, I don't know, a couple hundred in this game so far. Does that feeling ever go away, or you get better at dealing with it? Dealing with what? Like greed? Yeah, I still feel it. Like I feel it for sure. Like I'm in a trade, I'm like, oh man, this I want a runner. But guess what, man? I guess you just accept that. You just accept that the market takes the wheel. That's why like I'm so like elaborate on that part of it, because it's like the market literally takes the wheel. You don't have a say in where you're gonna get that day, or at least that's what I say to myself. Like I don't have no say on what I'm gonna get today, you know, like, or it's the same thing when that's why like I don't like get on and be like, I think it's gonna go. I don't make it like chat. I never tell you guys like where I think it's gonna go, because I don't have a clue where it's gonna go, or at least I try not to have a clue where it's gonna go. Because if you try to have a clue on where it's gonna go, then you know you're more biased towards that for the entire day, and sometimes you're not in the right direction. So it's like I don't know. I used to do that though. I used to wake up and be like, I think it's gonna go up and then down, and then I'll take my trades off of that. But I feel like this is more like you're more like free to what you can get. You're less prone to make like, I don't know, ego decisions. because trading is a lot of ego too, right? Especially when you're online, it's just all ego. So like I'm just wake up and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen today. I don't know where it's gonna go. I know that if it does this and this though, I'm gonna get this. So I just print out the equation, you know, before it even prints. If it prints, that doesn't mean like I print out the equation and it's gonna print that like I'm a fucking genius. Like I don't know if it's gonna print that idea. So that's why sometimes people are like, why don't you just get the buys up down if you know it's gonna go up 400 pips? I don't know. But if it does go up 400 pips and then it does react and then it continues to hold that zone, that's my confirmation now. So that's why like we missed out, quote unquote, missed out on a lot of ranges, because sometimes they're not always like takeable. But you know, it's just the same, I don't know. It's the same way of living too, to be honest. It's just the same shit. It's the same thing everywhere, like any field, industry, scenario, life, everything. It's literally the code to Fibonacci. Basically, that's how I view it. Yeah, it has a rank system. I'm having two combos at once. It has a rank system, so I'm ranked. Fuck, I missed it, but top right of my screen you saw earlier, I have a 2,300 I rating, which is like kinda ass, but kinda good. So like like Max Verstappen, he has like a 9,000 I rating, bro. He's alien. Kimi Antonelli, like Leclerc, those guys have like 6,000 I rating, like 5,000, 6,000. Borletto has like a 10,000 or something like that. Like they're all high up, but bro, you get the game, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's a grind. It's because you gotta spend. It's a grind, bro. It's not really like casual. Sweaty. Why you stop playing games after training session like those days? I miss it. Maybe soon. Just not right now. Like I've only started playing iRacing again, so maybe yeah. Last time I was playing iRacing, I was just in DVSL 1, so I wasn't really streaming. Yeah, you need a sweaty game. iRacing, bro. You're gonna sweat for sure, bro. You're gonna get mad. You're gonna, like, you actually feel emotions. Like you actually get rage quit. I don't remember playing a game where I actually rage like that until iRacing. Before it was maybe NHL. That was the only thing that ranked NHL or ranked FIFA, same thing. Like ranked HUT, wherever they play on FIFA, FUT. That shit. I know it. You throw your controller at the monitor. On stream? All right. Not today though, but soon. COD? Nah, I can't play COD. I don't know. I can't play COD. I could, but bruh, I don't like how you gotta like grind the guns, and then once you grind the guns, you can play Warzone, but you need good classes. I don't know. I don't have what's it called, the excitement to do that. iRacing though different. Just racing, yeah, straight up. Right now, just racing. Apex I tried playing again, but Apex is, I don't know. Apex, bro. iRacing is kind of unk game though. iRacing is kind of an unk game. Like, you know, a lot of times, like all the subreddits are like, yeah, man, I gotta buy. It's just a lot of times, just like, I'll say, like 25 plus. 25 plus. So I can't play Apex no more. I'm not as fast. Soon, I guess. touring style, yeah, Forza is chill, bro. Scenic and all of that. Realistic, I don't know if Forza is realistic. It's more like arcadey. But fuck it, who cares, bro? Who cares? Forza, I was gonna get the new Forza. I know it looks sick. Yeah, Forza 6. Alright, that game looks sick. Rocket League, oh yeah, Rocket League, that is also sweaty too, but bro, I don't know. I joined Rocket League late. I'm ass at Rocket League. Straight up, I'm just not good at Rocket League, bro. Rocket League is sweaty, yeah, it's fucking frustrating. Any game that has like input lag, like, you know, when your brain moves faster than the actual controller, those are the games where I hate. Like, it's so sweaty, those games, like FIFA, NHL, Rocket League type games. Whenever there's that delayed input in your buttons and the actual game. Chat, we're still trading, by the way, but we haven't tapped our zones. So what time is it? 10:22. It's still very early today. Lots of volume though. Let's see. Can this move correct the move down faster than it took to come up? It might be. Who knows? Maybe these 3 pops are just like liquidities. Who knows? We'll find out, right? That's the best part about trading. You always find out. You always find the answer. Gold is always gonna print the answer after, so you always get the answer. It's not an ongoing like solving thing. You gotta just look for that idea and then you got the answer out. You're right or wrong after. So then you can learn from your answer. Sometimes, you don't get the answer on a lot of things you do. You never know. But gold or trading in general always gives you the answer. The true answer after. Rocket League. Yeah, I know, bro, because I was ass. Rocket League. I can't. Is this a leg count on the 1? Might be. 30 minutes left until a leg candle closure. So, hey, that's not too bad. If you can get a leg candle on a 30-minute time frame, the next candle can come up and correct that entire wick, and that can just pop. So that won't be too bad. That won't be too bad. That won't be too bad. Not bad, chat. Or you can play ranked funded accounts. Funded accounts is kind of like ranked too. Ranked trading. That ass though, because don't they have different tiers? Like, if you're like, passing a certain amount of funded or getting a bunch of payouts, you're in like this tier, and then like there's different tiers. Like yeah. Very true, very true. There's a website that you can 1v1 trade people, and maybe that's fun for on stream, you and someone in chat, and see what he does versus you so you can teach him. What's that website called? 1v1 trade people? What's the website called? Or send it to me. One v one. What's up, Les Space? Les Space. You good, Mud? You said you've been in hospital? Hope you're good, bro. I'm not sure what that means. But what do you think? I'm telling you right now, I only run, my brain only has like one memory of RAM. Like I can only store like a couple ideas. So like I only have idea at 128 wick entry cells if you come up, and then I have another idea down at like 41 if you start to break that low. But anything between I don't have. So if you're asking me like if you're in a position, you're asking me about something here, I genuinely don't have an answer right now, because that's why I'm waiting for this to kind of play out so I can get more answers, right? But like it's chat, like it's not like I have like multiple ideas in my head that are like lower probability or not. Like I just limit to like certain ideas for that day that I break down in the morning. So I don't have anything between, like you're saying, like sell zones on gold at 490 to 120 around there. It could happen, yeah, it could definitely happen. But I have a wick entry idea up here at 28. Earlier we had like 104, I think we had. It came close, then we moved it up because there was structure. But I generally don't have like other ideas. Otherwise, I'll be in, or I'll be hunting. I'll tell you guys like this is what I'm looking for. So yeah, I don't know. I know that we're just hoping for volume though. What is this? FXR battles? FXR battles where traders practice and compete with intensity before risking real capital, trade against others in real time, sharpening your edge. So you ain't gotta trade against the markets no more. Wait, so how does that work? Hold on though. So you have a time, you have a voice chat, and you just trade and interesting. Time trial battles. Race against the clock to prove your precision and consistency. Execute clean and efficient trades within a shared time window. The fastest, most disciplined trader tops to the leaderboard. So you gotta pick a battle, and then you just fucking take whatever trades. Like, You're free to take whatever trades. It's not about time, it's about results. Start with equal capital and be the first to hit the profit target. Strategy, patience, and pressure, ready, execution, decide the winner. Wait, this is FX replay? I think I've used this before, but I used their sim. Oh, gotta log in. Hold on though. What is this? You have a twin? Yeah, Legos. You use this yet? FX battles. Damn. Account management advice, you're asking the wrong person. I think just I don't know, just trade it as you would trade it, right? Just trade it as you would trade it on your regular account. Just, you know, copy trade the accounts over as if you would regularly trade it. Nothing should change. Nothing should change. Do this, just do what you are already doing. Okay, let's see FX battles. Interesting. Why is gold the best pair of trade? High liquidity. Hold on, never says the best pair. I think every pair is like equivalent as long as you make it work for yourself, you know? Like I wouldn't say like, I don't think I trade gold because it's the best pair. I just think I have the most experience in it. So I just one day came across it when I was like, you know, in the earlier stages of trading, and it was between this and US 30. And over time I just realized that I just fit more towards gold, and then I just ended up dropping the other pairs. So gold and GJ, or gold GJ and US 30 is what I used to trade. I just dropped those two pairs and just focused on one because I found that gold just made the most sense to me and my strategy. So it's like, I wouldn't say it's the best. Like anyone has a different best pair, you know? Some people might be good with NAS 100. Some people might be good with like US 30. Honestly, there's no best. It's just whichever you make work. The same thing goes for like a strategy too. Like there's no like best strategy. It's just one, like pick whatever strategy you want, and then it's 99% psychology. So at the end of the day, that's what it is. I wouldn't say it's the best. There's no holy grail. Chat, what pairs you guys trade in chat? What pairs you guys be trading? Or what is your number one pair if it's not gold? US 30, US 30. Yeah, man. To some people, US 30 is a crack. US 30 just moves like. US 30 is like the account flipper. Literally the account flipper. Like, I mean, you're moving so much on US 30. But then it's just ratio on lot sizes too. US 100. BTC. BTC. BTC is your favorite pair? Yeah. Honestly, BTC your favorite pair, you could trade every single day of the week. There's no breaks, like literally. Bank holiday, no problem. Weekends, no problem. Monday, Sunday, no problem. Yeah, I just took in, you had the teacup pattern right here. This is the teacup pattern, guys. This is like literally the teacup pattern. Oh shit, what is this? Hold on. Is this news? Just when we call the teacup pattern. Let's see. What time is it? 10:38. Okay, so we have like 20 minutes chat. 20 minutes until we can get, or until we're gonna call it, but let's see what happens. Still in the middle of the ranges though. Maybe a little closer to breaking below 41 now, but can we treat the previous one as a lead? Yeah, you can treat anything as a lead, to be honest, because yo, you can treat anything as a lead because it's always gonna be structure you're waiting for anyways, right? But this is a little bit of a reach, I'll say, for a leg candle. Like at this point, it's a little bit of a reach because you're equal on the wicks, top and bottom. Reach me, bitch. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. Let's see. What was 81 zones? Why did I have this here? 81, 81. Let's delete this. That was earlier, right? Not bad. The volume is like here. It's just like it's volume between this area. So I guess whenever we decide to break out of that, we'll get some movements. But that's kind of where we're just stuck in between right now. You didn't know trades today? I don't know. It's like there's a lot of potential just because of like how fast things are moving. It's just a matter if it can break out, but that is not really happening right now. Like you can literally come. Like I think there's still a move to happen today. I don't think. Worst case, it could be like after 11, you know, but I think there's gonna be something coming just because of how we're moving. NFP is on Friday, and FOMC was last week. You didn't do anything last week on Wednesday, so I think now between yesterday, this week alone until NFP, there could be some movements, like a move. And it wasn't bad to start the session off, but then again, it just slowed down. But I wouldn't say like I don't think this is the move of the session. I think there's still something. Could happen. Like how much is this range? This range is like 320, 340 pips here, 330. I think we came closer yesterday though. Yesterday we came closer to that one trade. The sells. Today is low. A little waft. Threes ranking. One question since you got great experience in analyzing and trading gold, do you think the whole market is manipulated? Even if it is, don't matter. I don't try to like figure that out because I'll never know. I never need to know. Like, you don't need to know in order to be profitable or to make money from the markets. It's like, it's the markets are gonna print, right? Still, at the end of the day, it's gonna print you your scenarios, your plays, and you're just making like decisions off of that. So I don't think you need to know that. I think a lot of people try to figure it out, like try to figure out if it's manipulated, if it's like, you know, I'm sure it's ran by a market maker or something, but at the end of the day, when you look left, you see clean traffic, So like, if like you were to get off social media and just like close your eyes and just look at the charts for what it is, like from when you first started trading, I don't know about you, but for me, it was like no social media yet. You know, like that very first day you open the charts up for the first time and you're just like in shock and in awe of like what's happening. You're like, wow, these candles are moving in live time. Like, that's the feeling that you're free. Like, you're free to like look at the markets and how we're reviewed for the first time, because there's nothing driving a bias towards, like, nothing's telling you that it's manipulated. Nothing's telling you that like it's just you in the markets. So if you are to keep that same perspective on the charts and figure out like your plays, you're not gonna like for instance, right, like this could be news right here, this candle going up. At the end of the day, when we're looking at this candle right now, we're gonna look at it as clean traffic. So if you were to mirror the range down, at the end of the day, there's still support here that could be a reaction, right? So like, regardless if that's a news candle or if that's like a manipulated candle or whatever, like we're still looking at it for what it is. And it's just, or at least for us, like if you train your eyes to look at it as like clean traffic, you're gonna see clean traffic. So like, that's why like I don't think you need to know like whether it's manipulated or not, because you never have an answer. Like the markets could have been manipulated this entire year, right? Like this whole move down could have been manipulation for like continuation up, you know? But it's just like, this could also be higher lows. Like there's just so many ways to identify it. And if you look at the charts for what it is, without the noise, you're gonna get somewhere. Like you're gonna get to a point where you have built your own strategy and your own development of ideas. Like you don't really gotta listen to what this person thinks, what that person thinks, what this person's saying, what that person's saying. You're just looking at it for what it is. And you're just, again, eventually you develop a strategy, and that's all you can look for. You can care less if it's manipulated or not, though. It might or might not, I don't know. But I wouldn't like sit here and argue, right, with whether it is or not. I would never know. I'm retail. So if we're retail, we'll never know. Same thing with news too. When it comes out, right? Like my perspective on that is like, it's the same thing when news comes out, it's just gonna expedite price to go to wherever it's supposed to already go to. That statement might not be true. Like nothing is real at the end of the day. It's like how you view things, right? But like my perspective on charts is like, it's already, price is already knowing where it's gonna go. It knows that it needs to go, let's say in this case, it knows that it needs to go up or down, like whatever. It needs to hit a certain area. So when news comes in, or when Trump tweets, right, or whatever happens, a lot of times like that is just what's gonna expedite the move. But then a lot of times when traders are in positions, they'll be like, oh fuck, like Trump tweeted today, this thing fucked up my positions. Bro, it didn't fuck up your positions. It was already supposed to go there. It just expedite the process, so then it's just something to blame. All right, it's like, why do you need to know whether it's manipulated or not? Because it's gonna be something to blame. It's like, oh, I took a loss, oh, market's manipulated me. That's just something to blame. That's not actually real fixture of like what's wrong or what's like what could be improved. That's not gonna lead to anything. It's just gonna lead to manipulated. Okay, what comes after manipulation then? Like how you gonna try to fix something that's not in your control? Like, so what if the market's being manipulated? You can't change that. It's gonna move how it's gonna move at the end of the day still. So like, why would you waste your time trying to figure that out when you can just trade it for what it is what I'm trying to say, right? So I look at news. I'm aware of things coming out, like, oh, there's news on Friday, NFP Friday. How could that volume play into the charts this week? But at the end of the day, I'm looking at my price action still for what's gonna happen. $45,000 traders online right now. Like, this could be used as an indication, right? Like, I don't know, just understanding like the human psychology of like certain times why traders will hop on more, certain times what window to kind of dip off, right? Like, you can literally use any piece of like information to apply it to your strategy. Damn, y'all about to play ranked, what do you call it? Hey, it's devious clan, huh? Oh man, I was trolling. What was that website again? FX Replay. Why is trading live more easy than funded in your opinion? Because I think you're just more free. Like, you're just more free to what you could take, right? Like, there's no rules. There's no like restrictions on what's a funded is like. Okay, at one point, I think funded, I can care less, bro. At this point, I could care less, right? But I'm just stating it. Chat, like at one point, fundeds did say like, we will be giving you funds, like beginning of time. We will be giving you funds to trade. So when you pass a challenge, you will get live funds. And then eventually, you know, shit happened and they had to just state that they are simulated funds. So now they're telling you that like these aren't real funds and you're getting the payout, right? Fine. At the end of the day, it don't matter. Like, if you make money funded, you make money funded. But here's the thing. It's like now they're just admitting that like they make money, like their business model, right? They make money off of buying challenges. So it's like, why do they have a say in what's a profitable strategy or not? Like, I might sound like a little cuckoo, bro, but look, I'm being dead ass, chat. Like, why? It's like, what say do they have to tell you what's a profitable strategy or not? So then it's like everybody that's pushing out these fundeds are all trading a certain style. Have you guys noticed that? Not all of them, but a lot of them are trading a certain strategy because it's catered towards a funded. But if their business model is for you to fail so you can fucking repay the funded companies, why would that be the optimal strategy if they want you to fail? It's just business. This is how it works. Again, You make money off fundeds, clap it up, amazing. I'm not here to argue like what's better, but it just doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense. Like, they're pushing a certain like strategy. All these traders are trading a funded are trading a very similar strategy. High RR, consistency rule. It's like you need to trade a certain consistency rule. At what point did trading become that black and white where it's like you have to be profitable this way? At one point, everybody, and this is what people still say, but everyone says every strategy works. You just gotta make it work for yourself, or at least I say that, right? Or they'd be like, oh yeah, all strategies work. It's like there's no right or wrong way of trading. You heard that before, right? You heard these terms get tossed around until funding companies came out, and then now there's a huge like, I don't know, everyone just repeats the same. It's like a broken telephone. It's like literally everyone just repeats the same strategy. Again, like, you can make it work, but that's why it's more hard, because you have to trade a certain way in order for you to be more catered towards a funded, right? You gotta adapt. At the end of the day, you gotta adapt. But that's the pros and cons. Like, there's pros and cons to funded and a live. You're more free. You don't get capital. Obviously, the point of you hopping on a funded is you want more capital. So if you hop on a funded, you gotta find a way to make it work to pass these challenges. And sometimes that might mean sacrificing certain things in your strategy to make it work for a funded. And that's fine. That's the pro though. The pro is you gain funds, or quote unquote funds to trade, right? You just get a payout. But this is the thing that sucks though. Eventually you just get banned. Like, they can ban you. It's like a casino. You know, when you go to a casino, you play blackjack, you learn how to count cards, they kick you out. They're like, hey, you can't play here no more. It's trespassing now. You can't come play. Same thing on a funded. You can't come play here no more. It's trespassing. So it's like, it's a casino, bro. That's what it is. It's just, there's like, it's just interesting. It's just interesting, bro. You know, you gotta just play a certain way, and it's like they obviously don't want you to treat any other way, because you could be more profitable, or potentially be more profitable if you trade a different way, if you have a different strategy, right? But you have to have these consistency rules down, these RRs down, right? Again, pros and cons, but it's just, at the end of it, I just prefer to trade just like an account, just one account, trade it, knowing that I'll never like get kicked out, like I'll never get booted from the server. You know, I can just continue trading on the MetaTrader servers, and no matter how much profits you make, no matter how long you go for, how many withdrawals you make, you're always gonna have that account to trade. But you know, I get it. You want funds, right? So I'm like, I wouldn't say one's better or the other. I catered my strategy around live from the jump. So that's it. Like, I don't think this strategy is the most optimal on the funded, just because of the rules. It's not gonna be the most optimal. You're gonna have to change things around and adjust your RR, right? Maybe risk less, like 5% risk max, and then, you know, RR, your stop losses will have to be a lot smaller. And sometimes you gotta sacrifice using a structure stop, use more of a fixed stop, which again, with my strategy, I don't preach that. I don't preach to use like a stop in the middle of nowhere just because you want to only lose $200. Like, you know, like you could risk $200, but what is losing $200 equivalent to price breaking and being consistent in your strategy, right? So that's like the fucking twisting point in the funded. Like, you gotta do things a certain way. But again, the pros is you get funds. So that's just how I see it. Yeah, people are full point collecting payouts too. Yeah, that's the game though, right? That's the game on the funded. Like, you just trying to get a payout. I don't know, bro. Like, it's whatever your goals are. Like, you know what I mean? It's whatever your goals are. Like, some people have different goals. Like, they want to go on a funded, trade funded, get payouts, and then go back to live and be free. But there's people who are actually arguing, saying like, nah, funded is better, man. Like, you're risking way less capital. That's a whole different argument, you know? Because then, like, I think they're just fixated on being on funded forever. But it's like, you really can't, man. Even if you become profitable, you really can't. They're gonna kick you out. All these companies gonna kick you out eventually. You just gotta go back to live if you're winning too much on the fundeds. But at one point, I remember at one point though, it was really like they did say they give you funds, like, but think about it, you know, they give you 300K, 400K, buying a challenge for 300 bucks, real funds. After 2 weeks of data, do you know how many traders can last 2 weeks? Everyone can last 2 weeks, but you know, like 2 months, a year. I think there were funders though that came after that did have like real funding, but it was, I think it was called like Darwin or something. I don't know, Darwin or something like that. They had something more like you actually get funds. Yeah, fund is good return if you get a payout. It's just, you gotta make sacrifices. You gotta make sacrifices. Yep. Pick your route, you know? There's a lot of options now though, so that's good. And I think it's only gonna get better. Like I do think funders will get better with time. I think because now it's going into like sports betting too. You can get funded for sports betting. So like I think over time they might be, I don't know, it might just be, it definitely is a new method. It's like a lot of like Gen Z kids, they come to trading for the first time now. They're not gonna know, they're going straight to a funded. Like that's how they heard about trading, right? Like how I heard about trading was MLM. Like, you know, those MLM companies that come to your school and do a whole presentation. I don't even know how the school gives them access to that, to be honest with you. But like sometimes like they go to your school and they do a whole presentation right in front of the school, MLM presentation. I don't know how they got in, but that's the same thing. It's like everyone hears about trading through funders now, right? It's just a new method. So it's only gonna get better. And maybe one day, you know, we'll hop on a funded that when things actually align. But I've been trying to find some. Just none are like that free right now. In like trading wise, free. The new thing they are doing is moving you to real funding, but they fuck you over with it, because when you're on funding, you can only copy trade like 5x, 150x, for example, when they move you over to live. Like when they move you to a live, you get the amount you made on the funded, okay, yeah, as the live balance. So when your 50 account, for example, is up 55,000, you get a 5k live account. Yeah, I get it. So like, what's the 5x or 150k? Like if they give you a 50k funded and you make 5k on it, let's say they give you 5k live, that's not bad. That's 5k real funds. No, you paying like how much for it? Like 200-300 for a 50k or whatever. It's getting worse, but maybe it'll get worse before it gets better. That's the thing. I think like there'll be a new firm that comes in one day and just like takes over the current model, you know? It's just gonna get updated again. That's like when things get lit. Because I think it's still early, it's still new. Like it's, the model they have is old, but like they're gonna come with a completely new model eventually, or someone is, hopefully. It can't end here, I'm sure it will. I see like fucking these trading not even gurus, these trading businessmen starting a new broker every other day. New broker, new funded type of model every other day. Eventually one of those dudes will hit and find a new method that actually is gonna be good for traders too. So yeah, for sure. On a funded, you can buy 5 accounts of 150k. That's max allocation, right? So that's how people rinse the props, because they make whatever they make 5 times, because they copy trade the 5 accounts in one firm. But after 5 payouts, they move to actual live funds. Max allocation. So that's how people rinse the props. But how much is it, Keo? How much is it to buy like 5 150k max allocations then? How much is that? Like 1200? Funny pips, LARPs, and you see, I'm not gonna get into all of this because I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm not on Twitter. I don't know what goes on in the funded space. It's mainly Twitter though. Twitter and like, yeah, Twitter. Twitter is like funded space for sure. I just hope that one day, bro, there's gonna be a funded that's just free. Like you're free to. There's no rules and it's just lot. It's just going. Maybe they might extend it like 6 months of like consistency over like. You got, instead of like 150%, you gotta trade for you gotta trade for 2 years to get funded, you know, like you gotta trade for this decade to get funded type shit. That's when I think, because that's a real portfolio. That's like legit now. Like, yo, you can last a whole year trading one account. You can last like a couple months trading one account, a couple years trading one account. It gets to a point where, yeah, like maybe there'll be real investors that actually invest into you now. But you gotta have portfolio. But to do that in 2 weeks, think about how crazy that sounds. Like 2 weeks, bro. Shit. That's not too much time, right? DVS funded. So 150k is 250, I think. So 250 times 500, 1,000, 250. So you let's say you get 5 max locations, that's 1250, $1,250. You then pass them all, you know, whatever. You get your payouts. You max profited 5k payout, and you get a live 5k account. So you're risking 1k to make 5. That's still positive RR. That's not bad. It's just gonna take a long time, but yeah, in the end, like, it's not what you envision, right? It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, like you're paying $12.50 and you're thinking I'm getting like, how much funds is that? Like 150 times 5 is I don't know, like 600k or whatever, 700k. You know, that's not the envision. You're getting 5k instead. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. I think it's gonna get better though. I think it's gonna get better. Truck, you see this whole trading challenge thing that you sent me earlier? They have stuff like this now. That's also pretty cool. Like I guess like just like the trading wise, like trading is trading, right? But the trading space and all like everything you can do within the trading space is like sky's the limit. Like, you know, like you can now 1v1 someone in trading. Like, that's the new trading. You know, eventually those things will be funded too. Sky's the limit for these things. I can imagine it. So what everyone is doing right now is getting 4 payouts, then blow their accounts so they don't get moved over to live. So they can keep copy trading to 5. Damn. But like they don't just like randomly just hit you up and be like, hey, this is not allowed. That's like Ferrari when they had that like inverted like wing on their car. He's gotta bend the rules, to be honest. So, but like they don't hit you up and be like, you're not allowed to do that. So once they move you over, you can't go back to getting simulated funds. I guess that's how they stop banning people. Shit. Because then you can't be banned. You just won't feel like motivated to continue trying to fund it because you're not getting like your full like potential payouts. So the rules: after 5 payouts on one account, you get moved over, but now they just start hitting you up and move you over either way. 5 payouts on one account, you get moved over, but now they just start hitting you up, move you over either way. FTMO has a good program. Depends who's on FTMO. You can, if you blow the live account, you can trade funding. Wait, if you get the 5K with the 5K live funds, you can just withdraw it instead, or do you need to like? You can just withdraw it, right? It's like a 5K of yours, or like do you need to like get the 5K to like a certain percentage for your withdraw it too? Interesting. All right, guys. Not a bad stream though. Not a bad stream, guys. I think we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it today, chat. I think that's it. I think we got no trades today, but this week it's NFP. I think there could be something after, like late session today. So if there is, and I'm still trading, I'll call it in the channels. But Divas 01. But otherwise, chat. I think on stream, how long has it been? 3 hours? 3 hour stream. We tried. We came close today. Not really that close, to be honest. Came closer yesterday. And that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? So enjoy the rest of your day. Don't force any trades. If you didn't get anything today, continue waiting for your plays to play out. If you have a time limit, then call it and we hit the time limit. It's okay. There'll be more days. There'll be more months to trade. You don't need to do it today. Have a good one, chat. Peace out.
WhatsApp attachment, first time I see you naked. I didn't say Santorini, but you tasting faded. Say you're coming home and give me that goodness gracious, goodness gracious. Watching the moves and playing it close. It's OD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coat. We fuck on a jet, it feel like a boat, stay in afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before. Grind on me, grind on me. Love it when you pressing that behind on me. Holding everybody, cause they won't find it on me. Who said I can't dance with a 9 on 9 on 9 on 9 on 9 on me? Giddy up, G, how you rolling out, girl? Feel it in your system, codeine cow, girl. Who am I? Who am I? You know it's Mr. Big Time Eating, Mr. Not Sleeping, he's late night creeping. Both ears, right wrist, all that's freezing. You know I'm a dog, I'm a hard pass demon. Said she wanna ride, I'm like, hey, okay. Shawty wanna ride after 4 seasons. Shawty wanna ride after 4 seasons. Shawty wanna ride after 4 seasons. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coat. Jet so big, feel like a boat, stay in afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before.